Have you ever had to retell something you've watched before and had to give like a first witness eye account? Okay, as I was coming on the road, I saw a man. He was walking like this. He was walking like this. I know. Have you ever done that before? You've acted. All right, I'm so happy to talk to wonderful people. Thank you very much. My name is Tola Bolaji. This is Film Acting Class 101. Thank you for all those who bought my book hard copy and for those who are buying my book online. I talk about film acting. Like I said in my book, film acting is the most difficult kind of acting that was ever. People used to say, oh, stage acting is difficult. But I tell you, film acting is more difficult because, for example, if you have to start do a film now, for example, as an actor, you may have to open up maybe from scene 45 where the character gets ran mad. Maybe we have at the first shoot for the day, it's going to start from that point of emotion. And as an actor, you need to be able to deliver that emotion as if you started from scene 1. Are you getting me now? Which can, as I've said, be very, very technical. But let us break this thing down. What is film acting? Film acting is acting for screen. It can be either big screen or large screen. When we talk about big screen, we're talking about the cinema. I want to talk about the small screen. We're talking about the television and some of the social media platforms for which we put our dramatists. Now, let me first of all say this, and let me bust your bubble. Like I said in my book, everybody can act. Everybody can act. And people used to think, oh, it's only a special set of people that should be able to act, that can act. Maybe people that have this extroverted nature, sanguine and all. But I tell you, everybody can act. For example, have you ever told a lie before? There is no way you can sell a lie if you do not put acting. Oh, mommy, I'm not feeling fine. Oh, mommy, I'm sick. And all this mannerism that you give shows that you're acting. Have you ever had to retell something you've watched before and had to give like a first witness eye account? Okay, as I was coming on the road, I saw a man. He was walking like this. He was walking like this. I know. Have you ever done that before? You've acted. Have you ever had to do an imitation of somebody? Speak like somebody. Don't forget that life is imitation. And that is what drama is all about. And day in, day out, we all act. We are all actors. Everybody can act. Don't forget about that. But what we are trying to say is that when a camera faces you, or you stand in front of a stage of looking at 500 people, can you do the same thing you do every day? Now that is where the issue is. We are unable to replay and repeat what we do every day. And that is why we say everybody can act, but it's not everybody that can act professionally. What is now that key, that one thing that make you different from just an everyday general actor is the concept of confidence. What did I say? Confidence. And that's why one of the most important key you must have as an actor is the key of confidence. Listen to me, you're going to have a battle with your confidence all your life. Imagine you're a football striker and you lack confidence. You do not score for a long time. It doesn't affect your confidence. When it affects your confidence, it affects your performance, it affects your morale. Have you ever noticed that most strikers that score in their first game in a new team usually do not have confidence issue? They're going to maintain that confidence and start scoring. So what happens is that once you do not have confidence, you're unable to repeat that same thing that I say you do every day. So acting is basically confidence, and you need to work on your confidence. You need to be able to push yourself from point A to point Z to where you're meant to be. Have you ever noticed that whenever people sing in their bathroom, they have this, they give you the best of the best. They act in their bathroom, they act in their costume. But when you bring them to the stage to do the same thing that they do effortlessly, they begin to have butterflies in their stomach. They are unable to repeat that same thing that they can do effortlessly. So what is the reason? What's that gap? The gap in this equation is confidence. In confidence. And how do you gain confidence? The best way to gain confidence is by practice, constantly exposing yourself to those things that you fear. And that is why you have to understand it. You have to get that now. As an actor, the more you do it, the better you become. The more you do it, the better you become. Another thing that helps your confidence is exposure to learning materials that will make you a better person. So if you know, for example now, when you go to school to study acting, it gives a kind of confidence in what you can do. So what happens is that education also helps confidence. Exposure to that same thing you do every day in, day out helps confidence. And if there's one thing I'm going to have as an actor, don't think about it, just do it. Just do it. No matter how good you are as an actor, the moment you have a self-doubt, the moment you have confidence issues, you will not be able to deliver an excellent performance. I'm eating well. And that's why all your life you're going to have these confidence issues. I've seen a lot of actors who are doing well in Hollywood suddenly find themselves in Hollywood and are unable to repeat that same excellence in Hollywood. Why? Because it's a different world, a different terrain. The ability to repeat the same thing you do every day, day in, day out, is what gives you confidence. But listen to me, confidence is not hard. Now, what makes you from being a professional actor to being a spectacular actor is creativity. Now, how do you know how creative you are? You have to master the basic emotions. For example, we talked about emotion of anger, emotion of joy, emotion of happiness, joy, happiness, that's the same. Emotion of sadness, emotion of anxiety, worry, emotion of surprise, fear, despair. How do you separate being angry from being livid? You have to separate those basic emotions and know how to portray them. For example, let's look at happiness. What's the difference between happiness and joy? Happiness is subtle. Joy is deep from within. For example now, how do you become creative? Can you be happy in like 5 different ways? Can you be sad in like 5 different ways? Can you be angry in like 5 different ways? I see a lot of people, every time they're angry, they blow their top, they shout and all. Now, for example, there was this particular script that was given, and the line is, you're stupid. And the character is actually, let me just say, the character is meant to be very angry. Very angry. The thing in parenthetical, which is the action, is very angry. And most of the time when people want to portray that, you're like, you're stupid! They give that acting with so much passion. For some time, I tell people sometimes, why do you need to be aggressive? The same thing could be interpreted this way. Don't forget the line is you're stupid and the action is very angry. Are you getting my point now? So it's not every time it has to be aggressive. I see a lot of shouting in our movies, a lot of Go on, creativity gives you, in what way? Ask yourself this question. How can I portray this character in the way that, number one, it will be believable? Number two is actors, the audience will say, we've not seen anger this way. We've not seen sadness this way. We've not seen worry this way. We've not seen anxiety this way. We've not seen surprise this way. Everybody had to shout, you're surprised. And let me give you a tip for creativity before I end this session. One of the tips I want to give you for creativity is this: whenever something shocking happens to you, maybe somebody breaks up with you, the line say, or maybe in the script a girl breaks up with a guy, or something about they broke a news of sadness, or he won $50 million, for example. I always introduce what I call the pause technique. The pause technique. What do I call the pause technique? Give yourself 5-minute confusion after every major information given to you. It gives you beauty and give you creativity. For example now, let's imagine somebody just say that, the girl just, a guy of dating a girl for like 7 years, walk up to the girl and say, can you be my wife? Proposes to the girl. And the girl is shocked, How do you respond? What I see in most of our movies is somebody responding on the dot as if they are not a human being. Human being takes their time to respond. For example, the guy said, please, will you marry me? Those moments of confusion gives it naturality. You okay with that? Then she gives the emotion, something beautiful. Let's imagine somebody walks up to me and says, something terrible has happened to you. Like, so those moments of confusion gives it naturality. So let's imagine that somebody walks up to me and says, oh, you have $50 million. No. You know, those pauses, the pause technique, after every major information, human being takes time to respond to what comes as a shock. Our brain takes time to process. Always give yourself 3 to 5 seconds confusion before you portray or react. Thank you.